That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
Right back. 54 Here we go,
On the carry, here's Marshawn Lynch. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, and it's 3rd and short. There's Wilson to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. That's complete. It's Bell. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. From 13 yards out, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point safely through, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. On 1st down, Wilson. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. It's caught. Lockett. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. On 3rd down, Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 35 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone.
Let's go. Do it.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. 20. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 42 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as a wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
That'll be taken in the end zone. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, 39 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. Mahomes now already over 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Now this throw caught left side. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big play there for KC. 46 yards. Mahomes now to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman there to make the grab as his guys are able to regain the lead.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us his script. Didn't show us everything now. He said, here's the script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about as good as that is as good as you can do, I guess. So, well done.
Yeah, well done indeed. Tremendous execution.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Here's Wilson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Yellow. On the line, right? 15. Watch the run. Watch the run.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed, near the goal line, on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Wilson now already over 150 yards through the air in the opening quarter. It's 1st and 10. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. 1st down, Seahawks. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. Myers connects on the PAT, and that will shave one more off this lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Check right.
On 1st down, Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Mahomes to throw. It's Hill, complete. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it is stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Left side complete to Lockett. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 30 yards. But one thing's for sure, they're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverage.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Off the edge, the sack by Reggie Ragland. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Wilson, and he's going to go down again. Reggie Ragland able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Here is Lynch on 3rd and goal. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in, announcing a firing. There's no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill on his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Reggie Ragland in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Reggie Ragland make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Wide open receiver complete. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. Wilson now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. Wilson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Reggie Ragland, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now it's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. They'll roll it with Williams. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Damian Williams taking it in as his guys continue to pour it on.
Oh, this is what I love about calling these games. 4th and goal. This is all about leverage, who wants it more, and who's going to get it done at the point of attack, the line of scrimmage.
Extra point right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this 1st half. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Wilson to throw. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this 1st half of action.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
The touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Toss play to Lynch. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. He's got Watkins on the out route. An explosive 38-yard pickup. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. Now here's Mahomes. It's Williams on the catch. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? And that is caught by Watkins for a Chief touchdown. Sammy Watkins with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try to go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. To try again after the sack. Mahomes gets this one to Hill. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And it's 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for a fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, partner, let's talk Super Bowl. We have to. Before the year, by the way, we made predictions for the Super Bowl. You got one of the teams right. You had Kansas City and New Orleans, but you had the Saints winning. I also had the Saints there, but losing to New England. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now it's Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, 92 yards. And the Seahawks are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit. So from back deep in their own territory, all the way into the end zone, you think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance, because the normal call is take care of the football, run it, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs on 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And going deep for Hill. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 75 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. Working from the gun, Mahomes, and this is going to be caught. Well, not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it and extend this lead out even further. And they got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, they were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes you can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. This complete to Lockett. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tyler Lockett, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks are able to get a score back. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down. With this deficit, he might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The roads will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mahomes completes it to Hardman. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 27 yards there, a 1st down. Mahomes now on 1st down. And going deep for Hill. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
Here's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. It's a big play there for Seattle. 47 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
Here's Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Ready? Watch the right. Watch the right. You're trapped. You're trapped.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. This is caught, and he will score. score. Touchdown, Seattle. From 13 yards out. And the interception by the Seahawks D leads to a touchdown. And he pushed it right. It's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, the number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. Mahomes now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. Mahomes now to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, second and 10. Mahomes going to throw. This is caught. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman with his second touchdown of the night as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. That's fielded in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to...
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Reggie Ragland in there to get him again. That is sack number 6, one off the NFL record of 7. Throwing on second and long. Wilson, Reggie Ragland in there for the 7th time in this game alone, and that ties him with the late Derek Thomas for the most sacks ever in a single game. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's third and long here, and they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's fourth down. Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on fourth. And now before they run this fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Here we go on fourth with Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks. Now Wilson on first down. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again. He's also made it.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. Reggie Ragland in there yet again. They just cannot block him. He now has 8 sacks, and that is a new single-game record. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Wilson's throw caught by Metcalf. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. And the Seahawks on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Reggie Ragland, and that's going to bring up the 4th down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 48 yards. To throw, it's Mahomes. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill there to make the grab as his guys continue to pour it on.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
She's singing too.
Oh, she's
on like the 5th tune.
Yeah, she left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try to put points on the board.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Wilson. Throwing again. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. It's a gain of 15. 1st down, Seahawks. Here's Wilson to throw. To the right side, incomplete to Metcalf. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, 1st down Seahawks. Now it's Wilson, steps away to his left. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down, Wilson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 1st down Seattle on a pickup of 13. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. And his throw here's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. An outstanding pickup there for the Chiefs. 49 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Now here's Mahomes. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
65.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He'll find Ballore out of the backfield. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 13. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Trey Flowers picks it. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
My old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the
and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. And my friend, I think it's safe to say that this... And now here is another interception. Picked off by Brad McDougald. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They start the drive with Lynch. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a cop. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And he's got some space here. And now off to the race. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Kendall Fuller in on the stop. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Here's Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. And some space here. And finally, he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15. A big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. To throw again is Wilson, rolling to his right. He's going to take off with it, and he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Forced out to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now, one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.